Nigeria's Debt Management Office will offer 60 billion naira across 3 maturities in its monthly bond auction today. So what can we expect from this auction? I have with me Constance Onyia. She's a fixed income dealer at Access Bank. Thank you so much for joining me on the show today, Constance. And let's start off with that bond auction, and I'd like to know what your expectations are.
Okay, thank you for having me. Okay, the fixed income market, especially the bond market, has been quiet since this week. Just a few trades have been consummated. We expect the auction, and this is because of the auction happening today. So the DMO is set to sell on the 2023, 2035, and 2050 bond, 10 to 20 billion, a total of 60 billion across all 3 maturities. And knowing that last auction, CBN oversold, the DMO oversold what was on offer. I think what was on offer for the last auction was about a 155, was 60 billion, but they sold 155 billion. So this auction as well, people are expecting that they are going to oversell, even though the next calendar has proven that they want to borrow more. So the last auction where CBN offered 60 billion and sold 155 billion had a total subscription of 274 billion, seeing that people are willing to invest more, which is basically like the PFAs. So currently we have the 23s trading at 8.85, and we have the 35s trading at 11.45, 11.5 levels, and then the 2049 bonds trading at 12.4 levels. Usually market reflects where the stock rate is going to be. So we're thinking rates will probably close around these levels, around 8.85, 11.6, and 12.5 levels for the auction today.
All right, but what's the liquidity story for this week, and what are we expecting regarding maturities coming in?
Okay, so on Monday we opened system opened with about 190 billion. Then we have FAC coming, and then we have the maturity from last week, and CBN was not able to sell any OMO auction, being that the rates were looking so high. So for the treasury bills market, we expect OMO auction tomorrow, because the market is really about 517 billion up. So interbank market opened the week at about 1.5 and 2.5 respectively. Yesterday it closed at 1.5 and 2% on the OBD and overnight, given that the system liquidity is high. In that regard, market is expected to remain at this level through the week, especially if they don't sell any OMO tomorrow. But we're thinking that from the bond auction today, they are going to be mopping up a little bit of liquidity in the system if they happen to oversell. But even at that, we are supposed to have like OMO auction tomorrow to also take out the balance of the liquidity. If not, the system market will remain at this 2% level for now. The treasury bills market has been very bullish, but there have been no offers in the market. People are not really selling what they have, and local investors like the banks are also looking for where to buy OMO bills. Right now we have the long end of the curve trading at about 7% levels, and the mid-tenor bills are trading at about 5% to 6% levels, which is very unusual. And this is because we have not seen OMO auction recently. And then this week, tomorrow, we expect that the CBN should mop up part of this liquidity after the bond auction is conducted. Whatever balance we have in the system will be taken out via OMO.
All right, but I'd like to get your assessment of the CBN's FX management strategy. Or hearing news filtering talking about the possibility of the CBN saying no FX for goods with local substitutes. I'd like to get what you make of how the CBN has been managing the FX across board.
Oh, okay. So the CBN has assured actually that they were going to be able to sell FX. Well, and I think they were able to sell to some banks recently, like 2 days ago, and they are still assuring us that they are going to sell. The turnover for the INE window closed was about 8.3 million yesterday. The INE window closed at 386.33, which is where it closed yesterday, while the NAFEX rate was 3.86. Then to close at 3.86.92 yesterday. We'll just see that CBN will be able to manage. Let's take their word that they said they're going to be able to sell and clear backlogs. And without the auction, like they come in intermittently to clear these backlogs, I think that will be fine in that regard.